Fire Emblem Three Houses is at the edge of dawn for me now when this video is uploaded, so it is the ideal time for me to reveal my stance and theories/ideas before I jump into the experience. Just to make things crystal clear, I have only seen the trailers officially released and have not dug into any other information on any websites or forums other than the official website and Serene's Forest for the pre-release list of characters pre-time skip. And I refuse to even look at the opening scene, opening cinematic, or classes before the game is actually physically in my hands and I get to see them while playing, so I have seen no spoilers to my knowledge. If anything, I was so concerned about it that I had someone else get this song for this video after double checking this song appeared in a trailer to avoid any spoilers at all. I have a ton of blocks on my searches on all social media right now, and I will probably avoid Twitter and YouTube when the game officially drops, aside from to respond to messages. Now that disclaimer is out of the way, I am going to go into my theories and ideas. I believe Sothis is the goddess, and my evidence for believing this comes from aspects of her design and references within it, and other characters as well as scenes and art shown in official promotional material and the trailers. Firstly, Sothis is an alternative name for the Egyptian deity Sothis, who is the personification of the star Sirius. This goddess in Egyptian tombs is drawn to have a star upon her head and to wear the colours red, blue, gold and white. Each of these design traits are found in Sothis as well. A star is found in her headdress. She wears white and red ribbons threaded into her hair and ties on her wrist, and her dress is blue with gold markings along it, as well as wearing many accessories which are also gold. Sothis in mythology was a psychopomp, which is a guide of souls. Meanwhile, the goddess has been mentioned to be the mother of all life and the arbiter of souls. Also, Seros, who revered the goddess and founded a church for her worship, also is tied by her name, which is derived from the word Sirius in Greek, which is an alternative name for the star Sirius. Secondly, the goddess's mural and the Church of Seros' emblem suggests the goddess is a white dragon and a manakete, which can be seen specifically in the mural if you look close enough. Though that can be taken with a pinch of salt, considering there is no guarantee for the time being that anyone saw the goddess, so the illustration of a human form could be a red herring. The dragon, however, we do see in the trailers, which is also likely the goddess or someone tied to her. Sothis is the only manakete we have seen, and before you all question my train of thought on her being a manakete, I would point to the brief moment in the trailer where we saw a pupil contract and become more carnivore-like. This could be her on the verge of transforming. And manaketes in the series previously were humans with pointed ears who could turn into dragons, and the ones tied specifically to divine dragons all had green hair and eyes, and the dragon forms tend to have white scales. The dragon we see in Three Houses follows the white scale trait, and Sothis follows the trait of characters such as Tiki, Naga, Nagi, Miller, and Duma, who were all divine dragons. Thirdly, we have the crest that Sothis, Byleth, and Nemesis are all shown to have in the trailers is secretly hidden within the goddess's mural. It is in the centre of the mural rather than on the exterior where the other crests are, which further suggests a connection. If Sothis truly is the goddess, then I think her amnesiac state was caused by her giving humans the crests, which are a portion of her power, or it could be due to human interference, or the effect that the crest, or the influence of the Church of Seros, or Seros herself. And it would explain why Byleth was shown to get mint-coloured hair and green eyes like Rhea has and Seros was shown with. I think that sort of trait is carried by people afflicted or tied to the goddess herself. And it could tie into why weapons like the Creator Sword and the 3 weapons that each royal carries in their renders after the time skip looked like they were made of bone of fangs that matched the coloration and texture of the scales of the dragon that appears in the trailer. They could also be gifts of sorts of the remains of the goddess kept as relics like the falchion and Fire Emblem / Binding Shield were from Naga. Also, Sothis isn't the only name connected to a goddess either. Nemesis, who was the leader of the enemy army that fought Seros during the War of Heroes and is known as the Liberator King, shares a name with the Greek goddess of retribution. She enacted retribution against those who succumbed to hubris. Another name that goddess had was Adrestia, which of course is tied to the name of the empire Seros founded. That name also means the inescapable. I also think Edelgard is the Flame Emperor due to the shared colour schemes and her clear dislike of the Crests, considering the Flame Emperor is an enemy of the Church of Seros. But if this is really the case, then I wonder what is really happening in the church, considering she is a descendant of Seros and a carrier of a divine crest. It makes me worry that the church is doing some messed up things that Edelgard has knowledge of that involves the Crests. It would explain her hatred of them. While I don't think Seros' intentions were necessarily bad, which is why the goddess helped humanity, I would think the church is trying to preserve the goddess, and that unknown crest by left has been hidden in the mural is a sign that the church has been involved with him before, since his father was a knight of Seros. Perhaps a bad experience or event is why he left. I have a feeling they recreated the goddess and tried to preserve her, and to do so they went to those who held divine crests, like Edelgard. Also, just to throw this in since it really bothers me, Edelgard has white hair when Seros seems to have blonde hair and then green hair after probably gaining power from the goddess. This trait is also shared by Lascivia, as are the Purple Eyes, despite neither of them are even remotely related to each other as far as I know. To me, this is a bad sign, and if I see Edelgard's relatives and Lascivia's relatives don't have either white hair or purple eyes, then I will think something happened to them both. And now, since I've mentioned Lascivia, I will go over the origins of her name, which is Greek. In mythology, she was the daughter of Evenus and the mother of Helenus by Zeus. It is also the name of one of Jupiter's moons. It is also interesting that Edelgard stands out from these characters with her name, which is a female German name meaning noble protector. But anyway, I have a bad feeling about the story of this game. That no matter what house you pick, no matter what side you're on, you're getting a bad ending. Well anyway, what do you guys think? I could be spouting nonsense, but this is what I'm going to go into the game thinking. But please don't post any spoilers anywhere if you know anything about the game. I plan on sorting moderators out for the streaming. I've done well to stay spoiler free so far, and I plan to keep it that way. And now you all know I'm a mythology dork. Mostly Greek, Egyptian and Japanese mythology. I do know Roman too, but I don't count that since it intersects with Greek so much. So if you know one, you essentially know the other. But if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you liked, commented and subscribed. I'll definitely be doing more stuff like this in the future, when more games I enjoy are coming out. But before then, I have Fire Emblem Three Houses to play once it arrives at my door. And once that game arrives, I probably won't put it down and will play it every night unless I'm too sick to do so, because it'll be the only chance I'll have to play the game. So hopefully you'll look forward to that. See you guys tomorrow with Fire Emblem.